Britney Spears bears all in steamy new pics. Rosé of BLACKPINK has a health scare. Can Encanto and We Don't Talk About Bruno hold on to the top spots? Plus, Kygo teams up with Joe Jonas on a new track. All that and a list of artists pulling out of tour dates in Russia on today's show. What's up? I'm Jordan Rolling, and this is Billboard News for Tuesday, March 1st. From our editorial staff, we've got one of our writers, Rania Aniftos, back with us today.
Hey.
Happy Women's History Month, girl.
Yes, we got the gals here to kick things off.
Very fitting for our first story. Britney Spears is an engaged, free woman and is expressing herself as she wants. She's showing off her bling and her body. It's Britney Beach.
Perfect.
Rania, she's literally showing off the jewels.
Oh, yes. It all started off a couple days ago when she uploaded a video of her massive engagement ring from fiancé Sam Asghari. They're on a private jet on their way to their new tropical vacation to celebrate his birthday. And then fans were questioning why the ring was on her right finger, because traditionally, of course, it's on the left finger. And Sam replied in the comments, "We don't follow the rules."
Love that energy. Love that energy.
And then Britney decided to share a series of fully nude photos on the beach. And all she has in the pictures are just these tiny little diamond emojis, like covering the goods. But yeah, she has another video where she's like rolling around in the waves. She's free in every sense of the word. I love that for her.
She really is back. And the best part has to be Paris Hilton commenting, "That's hot." And then she also has this new word, sliving, which apparently means slaying and killing it while living your best life.
Yeah, I mean, that's us right now. We're sliving.
We absolutely are. BLACKPINK's Rosé is the latest Korean pop star to test positive for the coronavirus. Rania, her management gave us the update. What'd they say? And what about the other members?
Yeah, so YG Entertainment gave us a brief confirmation. They said that Rosé did test positive for COVID-19 ahead of her travel plans, but no information yet on the rest of the BLACKPINK members, but hopefully they're still doing well. But of course, fans are showing support on Twitter. One tweeted, "Take good care. We're waiting for your comeback. Blinks are always here to cheer you up."
Oh, I mean, Rosé did just celebrate her 25th birthday on February 11th. Do we think that she possibly caught it from festivities?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she's one of a long string of K-pop stars, celebrities in general, that are catching COVID right now. So we wish her speedy recovery.
Yeah, it's unavoidable, man. Billboard's Women in Music is this Wednesday, March 2nd, and we decided to create a series of special covers for our annual Women in Music issue that showcase non-fungible tokens that Billboard commissioned to honor 3 iconic female singers. We kicked things off with Christina Aguilera yesterday, and today we're revealing Madonna's. Oh my God, amazing.
So
the hat, the hoops, the mole, iconic.
It's everything. I loved it.
Oh, wow. Well, the 3 covers, which will be auctioned on the NFT marketplace FTX later in March, will see some of the proceeds benefit nonprofit organizations of each cover star's choosing. Then we're flying the buyers of these NFTs to Los Angeles for our Women in Music celebration in 2023, where they'll walk the red carpet alongside our star honorees. So be sure to stay tuned for the 3rd and final cover. The Encanto soundtrack scores a 7th non-consecutive week atop the Billboard 200 chart dated March 5th, making it the album with the most weeks at #1 in nearly a year. Rania, lucky number 7, my favorite number. Talk about how big this accomplishment is.
It's a huge accomplishment. I mean, the last album that had more weeks at #1 was Morgan Wallen's Dangerous, the double album.
Boo.
True. And that ruled for 10 straight weeks last spring. And then in the last 5 years, the only other album to have spent more weeks at #1 was Taylor Swift's Folklore, which was 8 weeks at #1.
Well deserved.
Yes.
I mean, Encanto's achievement is obviously in part thanks to We Don't Talk About Bruno. Right. So moving on to the Billboard Hot 100, the song rules the chart for a 5th week.
Yep. It's had more weeks at the summit than the 2 other leaders from Disney movies combined. And it drew in nearly 30 million US streams, which is so many. And then elsewhere on the chart, Glass Animal's Heat Waves ranks at its #2 spot for a 2nd consecutive week.
I really like that song.
I do too. And the cool thing about the 2 songs on top of the Hot 100 this week is that they were both written by a single writer. So We Don't Talk About Bruno was written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Heat Waves was written by Glass Animal's frontman Dave Bailey.
Cool. Well, speaking of heat waves, it's a little hot in LA, so very fitting.
Very, very fitting.
American Idol is back. The 20th season kicked off on Sunday and saw a bevy of singers auditioning for a chance to compete on the show, including Aretha Franklin's 15-year-old granddaughter, Grace Franklin. The auditions are my favorite part, but the Aretha Franklin, that's your grandmother. Talk about pressure.
Yeah, she is only 15 years old, and she stood in front of the judges, and you could see Lionel Richie was so excited because he loved Aretha Franklin. They were very close. And so Grace delivered a soulful but imperfect, given her age, version of Roberta Flack's Killing Me Softly.
Let's take a look.
Killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life.
Okay. I mean, she didn't quite attack the song like you would expect from, well, Aretha.
Right. But speaking of Aretha, after some prompting from Katy Perry, she actually ended up singing an Aretha Franklin song. She sang Ain't No Way.
Okay, we gotta watch that too.
Need me like you say you do.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but when it came down to voting, Luke Bryan gave a no, Katy Perry gave a yes, and so it all came down to Lionel Richie, who said she wasn't ready and also gave her a no, but Katy Perry was not having it. She got up, she left the audition, but Lionel Richie told her that she just wasn't ready. She can always come back.
That has to be hard to hear, but like you said, she's a teenager. She's gonna come back bigger and better, and at least she wasn't my age.
Totally.
I mean, man.
She has plenty of time.
Undoubtedly, one of the most powerful moments of the night came from Taylor Fagans, who sang an original ballad titled We Need More, written about the killings of Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor. Have a listen.
Little black boys don't run outside or play with water guns at night. Little black boys and girls are scared. Their parents feel so unprepared.
So powerful, and right on the heels of Ahmaud's killers being found guilty of federal hate crimes, and on one of the last days of Black History Month.
Yeah, it's very timely, and Lionel made a really good point, and he said what made him emotional about the performance is that we need a song like this in 2022, and he was disgusted by it. And of course, the audition got a yes from all three judges. So
I know that's right. How
he's
could you
going
not?
on, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Kygo and DNCE unveiled the music video for their new collaborative single, Dancing Feet, on Monday, where we see the DJ and Joe Jonas-led band playing hotel staff at the 70s-inspired Palm Tree Resort. Take a look.
Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm they cry for you. And every Saturday night that you ain't keep my tears blue.
Okay, aside from the 90s, the 70s are definitely my era style-wise.
I feel that.
And this might be an unpopular opinion, but I have to say, I like this better than any Joe Bros song, so I'm happy to see that Joe and DNCE are back.
Yeah, and I was like an OG Jonas Brothers fan, and I agree with you. It's so catchy, and it's DNCE's return to the music scene since they took a hiatus back in 2018. But of course, Joe Jonas reunited with his brothers, and the Jonas Brothers released Happiness Begins in 2019.
And Kygo obviously hasn't slowed down one bit over the past few years.
Yeah, no, he's had so many singles. In 2021, he had songs with ex-ambassadors, Undeniable, Zoe Wees for Love Me Now. In 2020, he had a bunch of really cool remixes, one with Tina Turner for What's Love Got to Do With It, one with Donna Summer for Hot Stuff, and then most notable was his 2019 remix of Whitney Houston's Higher Love.
Okay, I love the powerful black females. Absolutely loved that remix, but I'm biased because I think Whitney can do no wrong. Louis Tomlinson and Yung Blud are the latest acts to announce they're canceling their upcoming shows in Russia. Rightfully so, though, Rania.
Yes, it makes sense. A lot of artists are standing with Ukraine amid the crisis that's going on right now, and Louis Tomlinson and Yung Blud are following people like Green Day and AJR who are doing similar things. So Tomlinson announced on Twitter, he said, due to the recent events in Ukraine, I sadly have to announce that my tour shows in Moscow and Kyiv are canceled until further notice. The safety of my fans is my priority, and my thoughts go out to the people of Ukraine and all of those suffering from this needless war. He was scheduled to perform in both Ukraine and Moscow. And so Yung Blud did a very similar thing. He took to Twitter, said that he'll be canceling his shows this summer in Russia. And he said that he's heartbroken because he knows that the vicious and brutal acts of the Russian regime in Ukraine over the past week do not reflect the attitudes and the ideals of the beautiful people that he's met in Russia in the past. And then he also shared a really moving message to the people of Ukraine directly. And he said that his heart is with them and he cannot wait to come back as soon as he can.
I'm really proud of both of them. This is exactly what we need right now.
Totally, from people with a huge platform like this.
Yeah. Well, that's all we've got today. Rania, love having you on as always.
Oh, this has been fun as always.
Women in Music is tomorrow, and we've got to make our appearances. So we'll be back with more news for you all on Thursday. I'm Jordan Rolling. Take care.